A man brought home a prostitute and threw her into a room right in front of his wife. But his wife acted like it was perfectly normal, just continuing to shovel rice into her mouth. Even the mother-in-law couldn't stand her indifferent attitude and gave her a piece of her mind. Funan had long since gone numb to all of this, but then her friend showed up with Funan's daughter. Her daughter was the only thing that could still get to her. She immediately rushed over and tried to lead her daughter outside. She didn't want her daughter to know about her husband's filthy habits and begged her friend to take the child away. As soon as they left, the prostitute came out of the room. Even though this was just her job, she still apologized to Funan. That evening at dinner, her husband's brother kept staring at Funan with hungry eyes. Not only was her husband not angry about this, he deliberately took their daughter out fishing, leaving his wife and brother alone at home. The brother went into Funan's room and had his way with her. When the husband returned home with their daughter and saw the disheveled state of the room, he took his anger out on Funan instead. He then locked the door behind him. Outside, their daughter calmly ate an apple, completely used to the screams coming from the room. Funan lived in this hell, doing the hardest, most exhausting work while enduring constant criticism from the elders. She could endure all of it. But one day, after doing laundry, Funan discovered her daughter's underwear in her husband's pants pocket. She immediately rushed into the room, only to find her daughter learning to put on makeup. When Funan demanded to know what she was doing, her daughter replied that it was to make daddy love her more. Hearing this, a horrifying thought flashed through Funan's mind. Just as she was about to ask where the makeup came from, her husband walked in behind her. He kicked Funan to the ground, then grabbed the nail polish and splattered it all over her face. The red polish looked like blood. Their daughter fearfully hugged the man, and he stroked her in return. Funan stumbled out of the room in a daze. She could endure everything from the past, but she couldn't let her daughter be harmed. She grabbed a sickle hanging on the wall, but seeing her daughter's pitiful eyes, she put it down again. With no other options, Funan contacted the prostitute her husband had brought home before, arranging to leave together the next morning. Then, while her husband slept, she quietly stole the boat fare from his pocket. The next morning arrived quickly. Though her daughter was confused, she followed her mother out of the house. But when they reached the shore, they discovered the boatman was one of her husband's friends. With no way back now, Funan could only hand over the fare. But after taking the money, the boatman leisurely started counting it, stalling until her husband arrived. Funan pulled her daughter forward, urging the boatman to set sail quickly, but he used the excuse of needing to finish counting the money to deliberately delay. The outcome was inevitable. Funan was dragged back home by her husband.